My 28F girlfriend, 33F, had a one-night stand while I was unconscious in the hospital. I go horseback riding almost every Wednesday afternoon. Last Wednesday my horse got spooked and I was thrown off. I passed out at the scene and was rushed to the hospital with a concussion, broken leg, and a chest injury from when my horse accidentally kicked me. I was in and out of consciousness for the first 2 days due to my injuries and my medication. It was not until the third day that I was stable enough to retain consciousness for an extended period of time. When I woke up on the third day, my girlfriend and her family were there. She hugged me and said she didn't know what she would have done if she had lost me. She was attentive throughout the day and we took pictures and talked about stuff. I finally came home at the start of the weekend, but I'm still physically struggling and felt guilty that I couldn't do anything with my girlfriend since I was tired easily and was short of breath from just walking. So I called our mutual friends to come over and keep her company. However, yesterday, when my girlfriend thought I was knocked out from my pain meds and went to take a shower, her phone kept buzzing next to me. I saw pretty angry texts from a random girl that were saying stuff like, "You're the one who lied about having a girlfriend." And, "But thanks for getting my hopes up." And finally, "Have a good life." I'm crying when my girlfriend comes back and she takes the phone from me. She said I shouldn't have even looking at her phone, and if I didn't, then this never would have come back to affect me. She admitted that she had slept with someone she had met at a gay bar, but that it was because she didn't know how badly I've been hurt and that she was afraid that I wouldn't be able to give her sex for months. She said she was there the first day and only left my side because I was stabilized. And that she was stressed out by my condition and needed to let off steam. She said it was over and that she's here with me now. I don't know what to do. She's currently paying for most of my in-home treatment and was perfectly nice to me. I never would have known she was cheating if I hadn't found her texts. Should I forgive her? I also worry if my physical condition stagnates. I keep thinking it would be unfair to deny her sex for a long time because she told me at the beginning of our relationship she had a high sex drive and needed it practically every night. You stay with her. You be the loving, supportive girlfriend she needs. You forgive her. You apologize that you can't give her what she needs right now. You tell her you will try your hardest to do right by her. Until you don't need her help paying for your treatments anymore. Then you tell her now that you are recovered you feel you both need to find someone more compatible with your life goals. Cheating has a price after all. You were in the hospital and her first reaction was to go cheat on you. Is that really someone you want to be with? I don't know how you stay with a person like this. How do you trust her? No, you shouldn't forgive her. This is the equivalent to, if you had died she didn't wait for your body to get cold because all she could think about is her needs. All this is her. You could have died and she cheated on you at the first opportunity. It's been less than a week. So any time you get the slightest injured you just have to expect her to go find another woman? There are a million other ways to let off steam. She cheated on you and tried to flip it and make it your fault, so not only is she a cheater but borderline abusive. You should leave and never look back. What she did is very strange to me. Her actions make me question if she actually loves you. Thinking face. I know personally, when my boyfriend had to go in for an emergency appendix removal, I was terrified. Could not even think about anything but him and hoping he was okay. Sex and letting off steam wasn't even on my radar. All I worried about was making sure I was there for him throughout the entire thing. If she really loved you, she would have selflessly waited by your side and she would not have betrayed your trust. I hope that you know you deserve better. The right person would have never even considered doing something like that. You didn't mention the brain injury. It's irrelevant if you forgive her or not, 'cause this goose is cooked. She broke what can't be unbroken, it's over Red Rover. Don't forgive her. One of the first things she does when you're literally incapacitated isn't to help you, but to fuck someone else whilst you were injured and then blame you because you looked at her phone. You weren't even snooping either, she left her phone near you and you happened to pick it up once it started buzzing. She clearly doesn't give a fuck. Getting multiple angry texts from a one-night stand isn't really normal. It makes me wonder if she had been seeing this person for a while and broke it off out of guilt when you got hurt. It's hard to tell without seeing the actual wording of all of them, but what you posted implies it slightly. I would be very weary of your partner. Wait until you recover, then leave. You mean your ex-girlfriend? Definitely not wife material, won't last through in sickness and in health. She told me at the beginning of our relationship she had a high sex drive and needed it practically every night. There are inanimate devices to help with this situation. They vibrate and do all kind of things. Except fall in love. If this was my husband, the last thing I would be worrying about was sex. I wouldn't care if I could never have sex again, just that he made it through. Seriously, fuck her off. If you don't draw the line here in the relationship as to what is acceptable, then when do you? I probably couldn't stay with someone like this. Dishonest and selfish aren't qualities I typically look for in a partner. Oh, she needs sex every night. Tell her to buy a magic wand. And she blamed you for finding out. Jesus. She is awful. I hope you recover quickly and ditch her while you're at it. You were unconscious for one day and she went looking for sex. She has a problem. She's not good enough for anybody. Yeah, get better and then go. Cheating has a price, and in this case it hospital bills and treatment. Wow, WTF. Maybe that excuse would make sense if you were already unconscious for like a month, but you were at least semi-conscious for the first 2 days and awake the third. She said I shouldn't have even looking at her phone, and if I didn't, then this never would have come back to affect me. Wow, that's scummy. Unpopular opinion. How is ending this relationship even a question? Dude, she fucking cheated and was mad that you found out. This relationship is cooked, burnt to a crisp. Kick her to the curb. You can find another way to pay for the medical care. If you stay, remember she will cheat on you every time your relationship gets stressful. Did the accident leave you with some brain damage? They cheated on you literally the first day you were in the hospital, then they blamed it on their horniness and you. If she really loved you, getting her rocks off wouldn't have been her first priority. Her behavior is usually seen in men, or maybe women just get forgiven by men far more, but most men would be ripped a new asshole if that said things like that to their girlfriend. Yo, girl is a hoe. The 6 months is a manipulative line to make you believe she wouldn't do it otherwise. It probably isn't even the first. Definitely not the last. Come on, hun, she straight told you, what you don't know don't matter. Can you deal with that? Take the awarded comments advice and skate by through your injury and bounce. Or accept this lifestyle and embrace it. But I'm telling you now, poly, open, non-monogamous, whatever you wanna call it, requires absolute openness, honesty, love, and trust on both streets. And by the way, this played out IDK if your partner has it in her. What, forgive her? Really, at the moment when you needed her the most she fucked another woman. I mean, that's low even for a cheater, that's fucking low. Clearly she doesn't give a fuck about you, because if she did she would never have done this. Dump this bitch. You owe her nothing. You don't have to forgive her. Just because she is an angel now doesn't automatically mean she gets a pass. Also, a high sex drive is bullshit excuse. Cheat. I have a high sex drive, and let me tell you, a vibrator is better than the sex I get from stranger like 90% of the time anyway. She is making excuses for the fact she is a cheating bitch. Horses are nothing to fuck with. 1,500 plus pounds of killing machine. You could have died from that horse kicking you and she sleeps with someone else? No. Fuck that. Get that bread, get that head. Then leave. This person's first thought was sex with another woman over your well-being. She is a horrible person. Not only did she cheat on you, she cheated on you when you needed her. I cheated on you because I didn't know how badly you were hurt and was worried you wouldn't be able to have sex with me for ages. That is the fucking worst non-apology I have heard. Ah yes, when my partner goes to hospital with serious injuries, where they are in and out of consciousness. I too think, but what about my sex life? And not even a day into your injury as well. She saw an opening and took it. Disgusting partner, I'd never look at her the same. She didn't know how badly I've been hurt and that she was afraid that I wouldn't be able to give her sex for months. What bullshit. And it's nice for her to decide that it's over, and that you should just move on. Also, your last line either makes this seem fake, you think it's unfair for you to deny her sex because you're seriously hurt, like what? Or that you've got some major self-worth issues, man. Which only speaks to the depth of those self-worth issues if it doesn't seem real. If she needs to fuck so badly she can break up with you and be a heartless harpy. Good luck. Oh man, my girlfriend is in the hospital. Better go cheat on her, cause who knows when I'll have sex again. Girl, break up with her ASAP. No, you should not forgive her. She didn't even show remorse. She blamed you for looking at her phone and told you it wouldn't have affected you had you not looked. This probably isn't the first time. Kick her out. The blaming you when phone was going off is a big one for me. If you were snooping, okay, but that is obvious notification on lock screen unguarded. She waited for you to stabilize, sounds more like she was planning. While it can suck, months for love isn't a big deal, and if it was long enough to be a big deal, a legit conversation and plan is required of any relationship, monogamy or polygamy. So, it is ultimately, she is a cheater and liar who justifies it with whatever ad hoc bullshit reason she had. Then pretends it would be okay if you don't know. You're in the hospital with a host of injuries, and she's worried about how long it'll be before you can give her sexual gratification. She dropped these location flag, location flag, location flag, location flag, location flag, location flag, take them and run. So the first thing she said after you woke up was a lie. She knew perfectly well what she would do without you. Not a good start. Then she went out with the full intent of cheating on you. She didn't even check how you will be in the coming months or talked with the docs how this will affect your sex life, she just went out to have sex. Sounds to me like this wasn't the first time, and what she is telling you is just a lame excuse for what she did. Of course she is not guilty, what other choice did she have? Is that the kind of woman you want to grow old with? In the hospital not even 3 days. She needed to let off steam. How about go for a run, play a video game, go for a drive, meditate, sleep, vent to a friend, literally anything, hell even drink. But no. She decided her first instinct was to search for someone else to please her. When she could have easily pleased herself. Though that is a bit weird that you're in the hospital and she needs to relieve herself to take the edge off. She doesn't need it every night. If she truly cares about you, then she wouldn't go to anyone else. If she requires anything, she can please herself. This is not on you, op. Don't beat yourself up because of someone else's uncontrollable behaviors. I hope you can start feeling well soon, and best of luck for a speedy recovery. My horse got spooked and threw me off. It wasn't until the 3rd day that I was stable enough to regain consciousness. Great pun. All jokes aside, your injuries are no laughing matter. I am so glad that you're okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound like this woman is someone you want to remain in a relationship with, and although you had to find out who she really is in such a traumatic way, at least you know now, so you don't have to waste another second. Your relationship may not have survived this, but I think I speak for most when I say, I am sure grateful you did. Dump the shit bag. You were in the hospital potentially dying or being disabled for life, and she hopped onto the interview who is going to fill up her pussy when you interview won't be able to do it. She is a selfish cheater. Do yourself a favor and dump her ass in the most cruel way you can muster strength for. Sounds like she dealt you the worse injury. No. Fuck her. Leave. You don't go fucking cheat on your partner at all, hospital or not, and you especially do not do it while they're in the hospital. Fuck her with a rake. A big, rusty rake. Fuck her. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Don't throw in your own perceptions and wishes of who they should, or could, be. Take them as they are, and decide as if you're a neutral third party. You know what you want to do. You know what you need to do. Now decide what you're going to do. And do it. I would leave her. That does not sound like girlfriend material. Dude, she has literally admitted to fucking someone else. What's worse is instead of being with you in the hospital, her first reaction was to go get laid. That's not someone you want in your life. I can almost guarantee this is not the first time she has done this, and I can guarantee, however, that it won't be the last. You deserve someone that would be there by your side in the event you got hurt and wouldn't even question for a second that it was the right thing to do. This girl definitely isn't it. She's trash. Throw her in the bin. Oh my goodness, I hope you're okay. Your horse. Or a rental. Because you've got to train your horse not to spook. Bomb proofing. And you yourself need to figure out how to be ready and what to do the moment you sense a spook. Clinton Anderson has some great vids on all of this. As for your girlfriend, let's get real. Once an opportunist, always an opportunist. The only questions you have to ask yourself are A. Am I confident in our relationship? She's not looking to leave you for another commitment but only seeking excitement, and B. Am I okay knowing that she's going to cheat from time to time? To my mind, them's the facts. Leave her. Now. Forgive her until all of your treatment has been paid for, then leave her. Then at least she's paying for her mistakes literally. Should you forgive her? No. Tell that bish goodbye. Imagine being unconscious at the hospital, and instead of your girlfriend boning some other person, your girlfriend was by your side worried sick about your health and safety. Guess what? That is normal behavior for a significant other. What your girlfriend did is unacceptable, it shows utter lack of concern for you. You deserve better than that, and I'm so sorry that this has happened to you. I hope you find the strength to leave her, because I promise you, there is so much better out there. Let her pay for your treatment and take as much more money as you can from her, then leave the hoe. Stay with her until all the medical treatment is paid for, then leave.